What is it like being in the hip hop world today? It's a totally generation than Lil' Kim, then back when there was Run DMC, or even Eminem is old now, right? Yeah. So first let me ask this question, Tammi. What's old school rap to you? Name a rap song that you consider old school.
Anything NWA.
That's old school to me too.
Sure.
Yeah. What about you, Ari?
Definitely NWA. I would say Lil' Kim. I'm a female artist, so Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, that's old school.
Okay.
Yeah, we talking Biggie, Stevie Wonder, man.
Stevie Wonder definitely old school.
Yeah, he old school.
Stevie old school to my mama.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's a few of us out here that, we hear cousin Stevie, if we gotta say.
Yeah. How do you feel about, do you hear or listen to the Stevie Wonders of the world?
You talking about like the new school Stevie Wonder?
No, I'm talking about the old school stuff.
Oh, what? Yeah, I'm like a R&B soul fanatic.
Because there's been this kind of, I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's just a thing, that new school artists don't respect where they come from. You guys have heard this before, right?
Definitely.
That's not new.
Definitely.
So Ari, how do you feel? And you mentioned Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
It's obviously been even increasingly so within the female rap industry, with Cardi B blasting Nicki Minaj and Lil' Kim being blasted, And so how do you feel about that?
So right now, I definitely think it's amazing that all these new female artists are coming out, because this industry is male dominated, and women definitely have a voice in this industry. And really, back to what you were saying, how we don't appreciate the new generation, appreciating like
who came
before them. I do agree with that. But at the same time, this generation is new. So the generation being new, I guess people just need to roll with how we are coming out, because that's just the way of the world, especially with the social media and all those different platforms.
No, I definitely agree. I think that there's always this separation between old school and new school, where the old school people talk about how the new school people, we didn't do that back then, and we didn't have this back then, and they just yap about what they didn't do and what they don't have. But then there's this new school that are like, well, shut up, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and you don't know what we doing. But I think there's got to be a common ground somewhere, right, Tammi?
It's 50-50. So you see like people like Snoop, and then it's just like those certain old dudes that's not old in spirit, you feel me? And then it's the other ones that really be like, oh man, we ain't messing with that. These little dudes wearing tight pants and blah, blah, blah. It's like they don't give the credit enough for like, bro, it was dudes wearing tight pants and leather pants and all that stuff when y'all was coming up too, even if y'all ain't rock with them, but it's just like a respect factor. It's like, if you don't respect me and you want to be like OG, it's like, bro, I don't care about none of the OG stuff. It's like, bro, I'm working hard. I'm doing this, I'm providing for my kids, and I'm probably like, at this point, everybody like 16 to 25. So it's like, we 16, 25, you got bands in your pocket. You don't want to hear no 45-year-old dude that did it tell you like, oh bro, you could be doing it this way, and they kind of like downplaying your manhood in a sense. So it's like, I'm not gonna respect you if you don't respect me. That's how a lot of just me telling, like that's how a lot of young artists feel.
But you think Snoop Dogg has a younger soul, and he's not one to be like that?
He got respect for the young people. Like he ain't gonna come around, Snoop ain't gonna come around me and tell me what I'm doing. He gonna give me some game, but he ain't gonna tell me like, bro, that's whack, you feel me? Just because like this hip hop, you gotta, like, it's like they kind of just like, they feel entitled to the respect. And it's like, I don't know you as a person.
Right.
I don't know what deals you signed when you was doing it. And it's like, you watch me do whatever I did, and that make you want to say something to me, but at the end of the day, it's like, I put a lot of effort into it, and I probably came out the mud.
Right.
Y'all was getting deals, y'all was doing all this, just respect it for what it was, and then, give us some game, but give us the game, you feel me? And let us be our own, like, let us turn into OGs, you feel me?
So, Holden, Tammi talked about how some OGs feel entitled.
Yeah.
But aren't some of them entitled? Wouldn't you expect Dr. Dre to be entitled? Wouldn't you expect Ice Cube to be entitled? Like, aren't there some who should be entitled? Lil' Kim should be entitled, right?
Yeah, I feel like, the artists that came before us, they're here for a reason, They put in the pavement, they put in the work, and, they made it to where they are, collectively. I think the new artists of today, I feel like if you a tried and true artist and you in the game for longevity, you gonna respect your OGs. You gonna pay homage to the same way Nicki paid homage to Lil Kim, same way Drake paid homage to Lil Wayne, Birdman when he came up.
I don't know if Nicki paid homage to Lil Kim. I don't know about that now. I gotta slip my D on that one.
No, they said she
I'm not gonna lie, they might pull it.
Well, I do agree. We definitely should honor the greats that came before us because they did pave the way.
Right.
No matter what. I do agree, but then I also think that they should respect the younger generation
absolutely
coming out.
You're absolutely
That's the
right
middle
about
ground.
that. I really do. Like, I get sick and tired of the OGs saying what all. It's almost like that old saying where you hear your great grandpa saying, well, yeah, back in my day, we had to walk through the snow 15 miles to get to school, and we didn't have a bus. It's like, come on already.
Well, see, the thing,
I got a bus.
The thing is, it's a lot more money in the music industry now.
Yeah.
So I feel like the OGs are looking at all the young kids coming up with money in their pocket, and they like, look, you on the gram flexing this, throwing this away, and we had to work back in the day to really make something like that. So it's like, I feel like they're coming from a place of like, yo, they trying to give game.
Right.
Same way Master P tried to help out Kodak at a certain point, and Kodak was on some ignorant, you know, some young people stuff.
Yeah, Kodak needs a lot of help right now.
Hey,
That's different.
Praise up.
That's Kodak.
Praise up.
That's one of my favorite young rappers, but that's definitely Kodak, for sure.
Can Kodak make a comeback?
Come back, he ain't go nowhere. He just in jail right now. His music popping.
Well,
Everything popping. Like he just dropped a hit. Oh, you want to call it? It's like a year ago, or whatever. But you know,
right? That was like
it still get
like
played.
today. You gotta keep him coming.
But
or you gone.
He get talked about so much. I don't think he going nowhere. Plus his music actually good. So it's like he not just like a gimmick. It's like that's what bro is. So he in jail or whatever. But I feel like when every time he come out, it's a good song. It's like he like a modern day Gucci or Lil Boosie. It's like. It don't go away just because you get in trouble or because you go away, because your character too solid.
It builds you up. It makes you better.
Yeah. But just to get back onto like the OGs or whatever, I don't feel like nobody should be entitled to anything. I don't care. Like I can respect your music and I can like all that, and I'm gonna give you your credit.
But you shouldn't be entitled to it.
But you shouldn't be. No, you
shouldn't feel entitled.
You entitled to feel however you want to, but you shouldn't feel entitled for another person to come up to you and be like, oh man, I look up to you. Like, bro, I don't have to look up to you. I can respect what you did. I can take my inspirations from it and give you the credit of that. But you should never feel, and it's just because I was raised by old dudes and they'll tell me stuff like this. You can't feel entitled to nobody anything, whether it's like your situation is but you down bad or you more up. You can't feel entitled to nobody's space or nobody's feelings, nobody's mental, because you don't know what nobody's thinking about. Any of that.
Holden, you mentioned Master P and his game, and Master P was one who basically kind of started the whole I'm selling my CDs out of my trunk and I'm blowing up on my own and I don't need a record label.
I was gonna say,
he came along before Soulja Boy came along with this whole YouTube internet thing. So we're not selling CDs out of the trunks anymore, right?
Nah.
What are we doing now?
I mean, now I feel like people still putting in the grind work, you know? Like, I feel like...
But I'm saying, if I'm walking down the street, you're not gonna pop your trunk and pull out a CD on me.
Nah,
what are you gonna do to get me to hear your music if I'm walking down the street and you want me to hear you? What you gonna do?
Keep making music. I feel like...
No, I'm saying literally. What do you do when I'm walking down the street and you're not gonna sell me a CD, but you want me to hear your music? How do I do that?
See, I'm not focused on you coming down the street listening to my music, because with the internet, it's a million people across the world that may be in tune with my music. So am I pushing to you on the street? Maybe if you see a billboard or a poster or something. But other than that, it's all digital now, and it's like...
But you told me something that you do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got like a business card. That's how I maneuver, like through the street.
And what's on the business card?
People could scan my music and pull it up on their phone.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, right then and
I mean,
there.
that's a huge difference from selling CDs out of the back of your trunk. You handed me a business card, and literally, I take that business card and can hear your music on the business card. Like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't, I would imagine it doesn't cost as much money as making a CD, right?
You just got to be innovative, I feel like.
So how much would this business card cost?
It depends. A pack of 500, maybe like $26, $30. Depends on what graphics you put on it.
And
really.
But the scan, does that cost more?
You can make that yourself. The internet is there. You gotta Google everything. As like an artist today, for real, like as an artist today, self-independency is and I feel like that's why the OGs are so angry at the kids.
Oh, I believe that.
All the kids are doing the things independent. We don't need the label. We don't need the executive coming to me, because I could make this in my room, and once it start circulating on the web due to my friends or something.
Why I need your money when I could just go straight to the consumer?
So, I mean, people, it's all about self-independency, being able to do and wear as many hats as possible for your music to push it to where it need to go. That's it.
So you all could care less about radio now?
Oh no, they gotta play me on the radio.
Yeah, that's
I can care less. It's like the stadiums, but hey, I need it all. I ain't gonna count. They gotta play me on the radio right now.
Because I've heard some up and coming rappers say, even in their lyrics, they'll say, we don't need radio. I could care less if my song
it's just the goal that you got for yourself as an artist. Like, you just want to hear yourself on the radio.
You absolutely do.
I can get streamed on everything, but I still just want to hear myself on the radio just one time, just for the one time. Like,
there is a moment when every artist hears themselves on the radio and it's like, oh my God, Mama, I'm on the radio, y'all turn it up. It's definitely a feeling like no other feeling, and I've seen that happen to many of artists.
It's a moment.
It's definitely a moment. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's an amazing. Look, when I see myself on TV, I be calling people. And the feeling seems like it never goes away. So what is the goal today? What is the goal, Tammi?
Oh, man, I just want to walk out of here and everybody just, hey, know what I'm about. Either you like it or you don't, but it's cool. You feel me? Just know me when we walk up out of here.
As a musician, though, what's your goal?
My full-time goal? I mean, I feel like a lot of artists make music goals, and, you know, I want to get the awards and the streams and all that stuff, but a lot of my goals come outside of music. So it's like, I'm from East St. Louis, and, you know, where I'm from, it ain't really, like, nothing too special. I spent a bunch of time in the A, but I'm from East St. Louis, so a lot of kids that come from where I'm from, they don't be here. You feel me? They don't see nothing like this. They not ready for nothing like this, but I want to show them that they...
So to your peeps back home...
I got to show them that they ready for anything.
But even already, right now, here today, they looking at you like, damn, he made it.
Yeah, it's been like that for a second. Even when we moved out East St. Louis to Atlanta, and we was just around certain people, they was like, oh my God, it gotta be some, like, you might have T.I. over here in a picture or something, and they just like, oh my God. But, you know, me knowing what it is, it's like it's always just a progress, and it's progress until you make it. You feel me? So,
Ari, what's your musical goals?
My musical goals, of course, are to be up there with the grades, the awards, and all of that, but also like women empowerment and representing for the Black women, because we have so many bad stereotypes about us, and I just really want to show the audience and whoever's listening that Black women really are strong, powerful, beautiful. We have a softness to us, but also a hardness. So really just women empowerment and just pushing that envelope.
What about you, Holden?
I'm here to make a difference. You know, I feel like music, nowadays it kind of lost that essence of people looking around at the world and being like, you know, how can we say something about this? So I want to use music as a platform to, you know, say something.
Because you technically have been around the world.
Yeah.
You were from Nigeria.
Yeah, I was raised in LA. I was born in England, but I'm Nigerian, so I didn't travel. Like, I spent a few years in Nigeria going to like school and everything, so
yeah,
I've kind of been able to experience like different patterns through the world, you know, from a third world country to being here in like one of the richest economies, you know. I feel like through those perspectives, that always gonna bring an idea, and my ideas change, you know.
Mm-hmm. What do you all think? This is what I want to know. We'll going back to the OGs that maybe disrespect y'all. Can y'all name names? Like, who's somebody that disrespect the up and coming hip hop?
I'm only gonna name one name because it's already been named before.
Okay.
Remember when Ice-T came as Soulja Boy back in the day?
I do remember Ice-T came as Soulja Boy.
Like
yes.
It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna name a couple more names, and I swear to God, look. If y'all see this, I swear to God, I love y'all dudes, bro. Y'all can rap, y'all butts off, bro. Look, Bone Thugs and Harmony, bro. Look, y'all gotta stop that, bro. Like that's the main group. I just want to say to stop it, like, cause they from Cleveland, and we all know them, and they just be on the Migos so hard, and I be like, bro, come on, man. y'all are not the same people, bro. Y'all are not the same group. They always be like, bro, we was the first 3-man group rapping, we didn't break up. And I'd be like, bro, what does that got to do with these 3 dudes from Atlanta that's making full-blown trap music, bro? It's like, I don't call it trap. It's like modern day, whatever, street music.
Okay.
It ain't no reason for Bone Thugs and Harmony to be saying nothing about the Migos right now. That's not positive. Like, oh man, keep it going. They do not do that. That's it. That's it. I ain't saying nobody else.